Hi, so my name is Liping Wei, and I'm doing the final project interview. So let me introduce my interview is for the chef Randy Rabin, who is chef and owner of a restaurant named Province, where being sit at 161 North Jefferson Street, Chicago. Before he in this industry, he completed his education in a school named Peter Combs New York Cooking School in late 1980s. And after he graduated, he worked in some catering company, some restaurant like the Norman Van Atkinson New World Cuisine restaurant. And during this period of time, about 14 years, he piled up a lot of experience through this, and finally he became a chef and a restaurant owner since 2008, which is since this time he had his own restaurant in Province, whereas I did a few times Dutch in this restaurant with him. That's pretty awesome. And he almost had about 20 years experience in this industry until now. And I think no one could be a chef when everything is very beginning, including Chef Randy. And when he is studying in school, he found it is really hard to focus on what he's doing every time, and each specific skills needs to be practiced time and time again to make sure he really mastered it. He told me this is one of the biggest challenge in the school because you can focus on it one time, but how about you focus on it during a period of long time? It's about 1 year, 2 years, or more. So tell me, this is the best challenge when he is in the school. And he told me when he started to work in this industry, he realized that he needed to broaden his horizon to fit into this environment, and did a lot of research on South American cuisine and Midwestern region cuisine in states. In addition to master all this region's cuisine, it really takes years practice. So this is almost the same thing, I think, because you can focus on it maybe one time. So what about you focus on it about years to master these skills or some techniques and do the research? It's about to pile up the experience, and at the same time you can learn, you get new information. That's a lot of information. And he said this is one of the biggest challenge when he at work. And also he made tons of mistakes during this period of time, such as the basic skills were not good enough. Lots of new information need to be learned, just as I said, and be organized. When he worked in kitchen, he did not quite, but keep going. This is the key. Don't quit, but keep going. Until now, he have really made such success in his own business. Furthermore, when he looks back, he found there are some difference between when his first time into this industry from now. To be specific, in the early time, he always worry about the basic skills and new techniques. But now, he's thinking about better way to manage his own restaurant, bigger goals, and become more patient when he handle business. So, this is not only the skills getting better and better, but also getting wiser. I think this is a big difference. And now Chef Randy became a chef and a restaurant owner. He has to find some people to work for him, especially some right people. Then he found it is not to be too worried about it kind of business, because it is a little bit similar to the normal sales market, as they have busy season and low season. So he spent a lot of time to train his employee. In addition, he would not teach his staff like to give him a lesson, but always teach during the work time. Back in the kitchen. Employee could use the theoretical knowledge in the practical right away. This is the better way to learn in the kitchen, he said. It looks like he also has his own philosophy of managing people. He always gives his employees space to work, to create. That means let them go if they care. When they have some new idea, Chef Randy would let them talk and let them figure it out by themselves, or sometimes teamwork. Maybe this time this idea makes people happy because they could do what they like to do in the right way. And when they do it right, Chef always motivate them. Sometimes he pushed them to do more. This is how he managing the people in the restaurant. And when there is an idea popped out from Chef Randy's mind, his own mind, he will go to the kitchen and do it by himself right away. That's so hands-on skills like that, because he want to figure it out as fast as he can, thinking it, and he give us an idea. It's about thinking as essential, as basic things. To make a plan is the first thing he's going to do. After they organized, he would try his best to make it happen. Do his best to make it happen. And this reflected his profession and efficiency. When lots of people have an idea, they make plans too, but the difference between the normal people from the Chef Randy is the normal people always just think too much, just have his idea, but after a long thinking time, the idea will not be finished by itself. Nothing changed. So sometimes when people spend a lot of time to think, then they figure it out only by theoretic knowledge, and the answer is negative. After that, they will never make it happen. They will never realize it. They think, oh yeah, technically it won't be happen, so we don't need to do it. So they never succeeds. So when the chef starts to think about it, he will realize it, and he will prove it by himself. He figure it out and prove it really works. So this is the big difference between us, the normal people, and Chef Randy, because he really do it and make it come true. And I think because of chefs non-stop fighting, and he achieved some of his professional goals, and he's not gonna stop it. He still want to achieve more. Like his passion, professional, and wisdom would help him to climb out another peak in his business. And his philosophy for work: always work hard and be smart. Then do it. This is important. This is the way Chef Randy used to achieve success.